Hello, this is EV3 Trade Signal Ideas in association with Forex Fox. Today is Sunday, the 8th of August. Today's video is titled Multi-Time Frame Long-Short Pairs Trigger Flow Charts. And the three charts we're going to be looking at, the first one will be a 5-minute on Aussie US versus copper. The second one will be a 30-minute chart on the Canada US versus copper again. And the last chart will be a 2-hour longer-term chart, the Aussie 200 equity index versus the US 100 equity index, which is a NASDAQ 100. Anyway, let's start off with a 5-minute Aussie US versus copper against the blue trigger flow line index. This is always blue. So I just wanted to quickly show this and just highlight a growing bearish divergence. Don't want to do anything with it yet, but as we see this heading lower, the trigger flow index, we'll be very curious to see how this plays with this trend line here that's going back about 2.5 weeks. Likewise, I could have drawn a trend line here off the bottoms of the price ratio, but just to say nothing yet, but bearish in bias with the trigger flow index. So bearish potentially currencies versus copper, which has been beaten up over the last little while. The second 30-minute chart is similar, except that it's a Canadian dollar up against copper this time. And as we can see here, the Canadian dollar versus copper trigger flow index, the blue line has really accelerated very quickly up higher. So weak copper, stronger Canada. So it's commodity currency up against commodity itself. And as you can see, the blue line, I've highlighted with the blue circle here, have broken up above resistance. And likewise, we are chopping around the trend line on the price of the ratio, but that is currently above it. So if we can continue that, I think Canada would look very attractive to go long versus copper. The final chart's a 2-hour longer-term chart going back to the beginning of May. The blue trigger flow index line on the Aussie 200 versus NASDAQ 100. We see what I would consider to be a very bullish play here to go along the Aussie stock market versus shorting the NASDAQ 100. And I say that because we can see going back to the middle of May, trend line off of the previous tops for the trigger flow index, and we're breaking above that and we're accelerating higher. And likewise on price, tops here, come down, retest the trend line, coming back up higher here. So I think this offers a very, very nice risk-reward setup going along the Aussie 200 versus the NASDAQ 100. Go long presently here in the 0.5 area with stops just down below the lows, 0.49. Again, you can see this on a daily basis in my chat room at Forex Fox. And if you want to sign up for a 7-day free trial to kick the tires, so to speak, you can go to community.forexfox.com. Thanks. Have a great day.